Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
And PJ, we're coming here from Phoenix, Arizona, the home opener here for the Beewolves, back in town after 2 on the road. And welcome all half price off home store folks.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Phoenix. You excited?
I'm very excited. Can't wait to play first home game of the season. We come in with a 500 record of 1 win, 1 loss after splitting 1 in St. Louis, splitting 2 in St. Louis, actually. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get back in the win column and to do it in front of the home fans who I'm sure are looking forward to celebrating a championship win and the start of a new season.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to be hosting these Colorado Warblers in town today for the one game. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a minute. First, really quick, I want to say we're just going to touch this subject. The Super Mega Baseball 4 is out. We recognize that, or it's going to be coming out within a month. And we've considered whether or not, what we're going to do for that. And I think we both decided that we're going to stick with Super Mega Baseball 3. We're going to play this whole season, the Super Mega Baseball 3 season, from now until the end of fall. And we'll come back with Super Mega Baseball 4 next year in the spring.
Yes, sir.
And we'll go at the post-game show. We'll do an extended post-game show where we'll talk about this, kind of what we're thinking, going back and forth, and go into more of the detail there. So if you want to fast forward to the end, if you want to catch that, you can. I recommend you watch the whole game and stick with us the whole time. but we'll hold it until then. We don't want to hold the show up here too much longer, so we'll jump right in it. So, Pete, taking a look at these Warblers. Well, actually, let's go back over that old game before we go into detail with the Warblers here. The highlights from that last one. Let's see. We scored first again, and as usual, it was the man, the myth, the legend, Henley Dexteris. He comes up with one on in the top of the first, hits one out over the center field wall. Oh no, it's a 2-run home run. There's one on, yeah. It was a 2-run home run over center field.
Yeah, and then unfortunately they couldn't hold that lead. Beavis Ortiz gave it right back in the bottom half of the first, and wound up kind of repeating the same behavior, and he gives up a 2-run home run to tie the game.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing right here. Gives that one up over the right field wall off the backdrop there. Thornton with one on, one out over the right field wall. Huge home run. Yeah, and that puts them out in front, puts the Sirloins out in front. But for the second time that we've actually lost the lead, the Beewolves had to come back. But that was actually 2-1. They got another one the bottom of the fourth, right? It was
yeah. So they tied it up in the bottom of the first. It was 2-2, and then in the fourth they took the 3-2 lead.
Yeah, Braxton Thornton again. Yeah, right field wall. Same line actually, just a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And actually, Poke Foster jumps there, probably a little too soon, like you said. Probably could have caught it, but it was far enough to go out, and it did. And the Sirloins, they just wanted it back.
And Thornton was on fire. I mean, he was hitting everything he saw. So
yeah, and that was with the getting back in. The Beewolves don't give up. Dexteris comes up then in the top of the 8th. Oh God, I'm messing up on these transitions. Top of the 8th, parks this one out over the center field wall with 2 outs. And ties the ball game up. That thing floated forever. There it goes in the mezzanine. Henley Dex, again, after last season, I thought he'd slow down a little this season, but he's still running on all cylinders.
So far, so good. Yeah, he's looking good to start. And let's hope he's going to be able to carry that through the whole season.
Yeah. Well, that game was battled back and forth. It could have gone either way, but, we don't set this thing, we don't set this up at a level where you just beat everything. This is tough. Every game's in and out, and this is a tough rivalry. And these guys fought back, and the Sirloins just held out longer. They went till 11 innings. Finally, the bottom of the 11th, when at the Smoke Frederick comes up. Doggone me in these transitions. Smoke Frederick comes up, puts this one out of the right field wall.
Yeah.
And with 2 on, 3-run home run, and
Gasser.
Yeah, walk-off home run, and that's it. St. Louis Sirloins take the game.
Yeah, and Gasser thought he had him. What was what Smoke Frederick, was it?
Yeah,
was up there. Yeah, Smoke Frederick was 0 for the day. He was tense at the plate, and Gasser thought he threw that last one by him, but unfortunately, even a broken watch is right twice a day, and Smoke was able to get around on it and give it a good poke, and Yeah, one pitch, goodbye. Again, that's one of the things me and Tommy kind of touched on at the end of the game. It's really, right now, it's the long ball. You're either winning by it or losing by it, and just don't seem to be a whole lot of offense outside of that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the Beewolves starting to hit those extra base hits, driving the ball into the gap, doing those types of things, stealing bases. We've had a couple steals, we've had a couple throwouts, but you know what I'm saying. A little bit more small ball, start running the score up, and not having to worry so much about the one swing of the bat changing the game.
Yeah, now I don't know how we did against these Warblers last season. This could be the first of 2 meetings with them. They've had a couple of changes in their lineup. Picked up a couple of players that we used to know well from our time in Santa Monica. Guy Gold, playing his whole career for the Overdogs thus far. It was a 279 average. Guy's been doing great. He's got 13 home runs, 9 last season. He's the 30-year-old left fielder / catcher. He also catches A- ranked. He's a tough out. 99 connectivity. That's what he's known mostly for. He's going to be a big addition to this team.
Yes, sir. And so far he's had 4 at-bats. He has not actually reached base, though. He has struck out once. So still no batting average for Guy Gold after a game.
Well, I hope he doesn't start tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Down from there, another ex Overdog. As you can see, played his first team. So these guys both came over from Santa Monica. Dick Berger, the 33-year-old third baseman, making 3.9. He's got a 99 power. We've seen him park several home runs out there at Swagger Center. His average thus far has been 200, not quite as impressive. But he can get the ball done. He's a power hitter when you need him.
Yeah, and again, so far he's had 1 at bat and he struck out, so still no batting average for Berger either. Again, still early in the season. A lot of these players have not really shown what they can do as of late. But as Tommy said, we don't need them getting hot tonight.
Yeah. And 2 other bench players they pick up. Ricky Kwan. Ricky Kwan played his first 3 seasons in LA at the Blowfish. Another LA player there. Center fielder, 36-year-old, $4.2 million. He's known mostly for his fielding, his arm. Great defensive player. 92 fielding, 93 arm, and 47 connectivity. Bad jumps. He's a good player. For a bench player, he's really good. 274 career average thus far in the last 3 years.
Ricky Kwan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Theodore Stiffner comes in to warm up the bench. He played for the Heaters mostly. Played last half of his season. We saw him actually in the finals with the Burners. We had them beat. Now he's here this year, 39-year-old third baseman, making $4 million. Mostly known for speed, real fast. So those are some solid players. And then they picked up one new pitcher. Jonathan Resplendent is a rookie, C+ ranked 19-year-old. He's a teenager. C+ relief pitcher. Got 81 on his junk, a 42 accuracy. So he's accurate enough and puts crazy movement on it, but it isn't very hard yet. So the Beewolves might be excited to see him out there.
Yeah. I mean, when you got a velocity of 24, it almost seems like it's T-ball.
Yeah, they're going to want to develop that speed. Well, that brings you here. Let's see. We were talking about some news before the game. Oh, okay. So we have 14 other games to tell you the scores for before going to our game. So Pete, why don't you start us off there with the California Gold Coats out in Houston at the Jacks?
You got it. Gold Coats at the Jacks. Gold Coats jump out early, run up a lead, and they'll take it 7-3 in the end.
The Herbisaurs at the Sawteeth down out in San Jose. It's all Herbisaurs, 7-zip.
Overdogs taking on the Nemesis. The Overdogs jump out and hold on to win 5-1.
A lot of rip dingers. Sandcats, the Outlaws. Sandcats take it 2-1.
Water Bullets taking on the Freedom. Front runners, and Water Bullets win.
Platypi at the Buzzards, and it's a Platypi win, 7-1.
Hot corners in the Freebooters, back and forth battle, but eventually it's going to wind up being the Freebooters 8-7.
Reigns Grand Slam. Grapplers at the Moose 2-1.
The Freedom and the Crocs, and the Freedoms have a early lead, hold on to win 7-3.
Arctics to the Wild Pigs, and the Arctics are going to take it 4-2.
The Moonstars and the Warblers. The Moonstars jump out and just beat up on the Warblers 13-0.
While the Burners played at the Widelows, it was Widelows first, but the Burners came back and crushed them 10-4.
Freedom taking on the Wild Pigs. Freedom, it's a back and forth battle, and the Freedom come back and win it 6-5 in late innings.
Gold Coats to the Jacks. Jacks 1-0.
So as we look at the league, the Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, currently the Burners sit alone in first place with a record of 2-0 and a +10 run differential. The Freedom just behind them with a record of 2-1. They find themselves a half game out of first place.
Burners are hungry. They want it back. The uncharted division, it's the San Diego Platypi. They're always dangerous. They have a perfect record thus far, 2-0, 14+ run differential. I think the best run differential in the league thus far, yeah.
No, Moonstars.
Oh, yeah, the Moonstars. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, all right. The best in the Pioneer Conference is what I meant to say.
There you go. There you go.
And the Buzzards are playing 500 ball at 1-1, and they're a game back.
Down in the Journey Division, we have a two-way tie for first place. The Arctics and Freebooters both undefeated so far this season with a record of 2-0. Behind them, both the Grapplers and Sandcats in second place with records of 1-1. They both sit one game out of first place.
All right, in our conference, Explorer Conference, in the Seafair Division, the California Gold Coats, of course, are up there in front. They're 2-1 on the season, and the Houston Jacks are also 2-1. So they share first place. They're right behind them at 500 ball. The Santa Monica Overdogs are 1 apiece, and they're a half game back.
The Jacks are 2-1 with a -2 run differential.
Wow.
I don't even know how you do that. Trade Division, the Herbivores with a 2-0 record. They hold the first place in the Trade Division. Just behind them, the Water Bullets, Sirloins, and Beewolves all knotted up at 500 on the season with a win and a loss, and they're all one game out of first.
Oh, man. All right, then in the, let's see here, in the Curiosity Division, the Moonstars are up 2-0. They're leading it. They've got a +15 run differential. They're ahead of both the Wide Loads and the Sawteeth, who are both 1-1. And that's going to bring us to tonight's game. This is regular season game 3 of 44, our first home game. Big crowd on hand. Looking forward to see our team take the field. The Warblers are 0-2 extreme speed demons, but they also have good power as well, and they're good defensively. They're looking for their first win. They're going to be hungry for it here in Phoenix. Against the Beewolves, 1-1, a rotation aces, pretty well even team, just low on power. The Warblers going to be putting their third string starter out there, the Southpaw Ashton Tapia. Ashton Tapia is known mostly for his accuracy. He's got good velocity, but not very good junk. He's got no record yet, his first start of the season for the Warblers.
And backing him up, Edwin Chops in center field with very good power, but he has less than average ability to connect at home plate, and he's got better than average speed on the base paths, but he's only hitting 167 so far this season with no home runs. Roosevelt at second base. He's got very good power, and again, a little bit less than average ability to connect and a little bit better than average speed, but he's only hitting 143 with no home runs. And then Marcia Brown, who's tense currently. Marcia Brown, the right fielder, with good power, good ability to connect, and very good speed on the base paths, but she's got no batting average so far through 2 games.
Yeah, Marcia Brown, another transplant from the Overdogs. So they're just going to move the whole team out there to Colorado at some point. The Beewolves are going to be putting our third string starter on Frangipani. What a season Frangipani had last year. She was a dynamo. She's right-hander. I think she was in the top 2 or 3 pitchers of the league. She's known mostly for velocity, but she's got good junk and fair accuracy. She's got no record yet, so she's excited to get out there and start throwing balls for the Beewolves.
Yes, she is, and backing her up. Henley Dexter is the shortstop with a little bit better than average power. Very good ability to connect and very good speed on the base pass. He's hitting 429 with 2 home runs after the first 2 games. Buster Biggs out there in left field with better than average power and ability to connect, better than average speed. He's hitting 333, but he has not left the yard yet, so 333. Sturdy Woodman, the first baseman, with better than average power, very good, with good ability to connect at home plate, but less than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting 222 with 1 home run.
All right, that's a good looking squad. I like what I see. We're gonna get the lineup assistant coach looking like this. The man keeps leading off. Freddie Knox gonna play second base and bat first. Right behind him, our star shortstop Hanley Dexteres. Batting third, Buster Biggs will play left field, and at first base, as usual, Sturdy Woodman. No big changes there. Now Hammerlong Ballo's in right field, but he's tense. Do we take him out and go with Poke Foster?
Sure.
All right. And we're going to give Hammer a break still. We want him to get his mojo back, so we just got to lock out the tension. We had another home game, so he'll be fine there. We're going to be starting Poke Foster again, right? Poke wants to make up for things by jumping to steal a home run today at the low right field wall. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, Magic Moore in center field. Behind him, third base, Bertha Banks. And batting seventh, batting eighth, Steve Monstour is going to start catching today. Fiona Clark she's a little bit tense, so she's going to have a seat, and Steve's going to get the home start. He's excited about that. He told me so. And Fran Japani's going to bat ninth and pitch. She throws a four-finger, the two-finger, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. Ready to go, Joe?
I'm ready to go.
All right, sir.
Beautiful home game in the sun with the roof closed, so the air conditioner's on.
Yeah, 72 degrees. I got my shorts on.
There you go. Some of the people in the studio have been talking. The Warblers, Guy Gold will lead off, play left field, Marsha Brown in right field, Milk Roosevelt at second base, Edwin Chops in center field, Schaefer in shortstop, Rivas at third base, Haley at first, Snow catching, and Tapia pitching. So as we head into the top of the first, Guy Gold, Marsha Brown, and Milk Roosevelt will grab some lumber. And Fran Japani will take the bump for the Beewolves. After the season she had last year, she can't wait to get this one underway.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we got that video of her getting hoisted. Guy Gold, tense but fit. No batting average so far this year. First pitch is low, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Guy Gold. Guy Gold known as a tough out. That's in there for called strike. Very quickly, you got a even count 1-1. That one's fouled off along the third baseline. Guy Gold now behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Guy Gold known as a tough out around the league. There's a shot, and Freddie Knox is not going to get that. Foster's going to pick it up and make the throw to first. So a single for Guy Gold. 1 on, nobody out. In steps Marsha Brown. She's tense but fit. No batting average so far this season. Guy Gold does not have a lot of speed at first base. First pitch is to Hanley Dexteris. He'll flip it to second, over to first for the double play. 2 down, and in steps Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman. He's neutral and fit. He's hitting 143 so far this season.
Way to wipe the slate clean now.
There you go. Fran Japani throwing her 6th pitch. Low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty in the top of the first for the Warblers. That one's low as well. Very quickly, it's 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Milk Roosevelt wanted to park it through the window. 2 balls and a strike now. There's a roller to Hanley Dexteris. He's going to charge that, pick it up, make the throw to Sturdy Woodman for the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3, we're heading into the bottom of the first. Freddie Knox, Hanley Dexteris, and Buster Biggs are going to get a first look at Ashton Tapia. That was a quick one, Tommy.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Worked it well. Good pace there, Japani.
Yes, sir.
Freddie Knox doing great so far, hitting 375 on the season. Leans into that one, pulls it left though. Schaefer's going to pick up at shortstop. Quick throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Dagnabbit. Hanley Dexteris, neutral and fit, tough out utility player at 429, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs after 2 games. First pitch to Dexteris is inside, ball 1. Just catches the inside of the plate for a called strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now Hanley Dexteris finds himself in behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's lifted to shallow center, and Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman, will make the catch for the 2nd out. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Buster Biggs.
Can't say it's been very disciplined hitting so far. The fans on their feet, though, cheering them on. They want to get things started. And that's a good patient take there. 1-0 high ball. That one makes the top end of the strike zone. Reading that one piece gets quiet. That one misses outside. 2-1. Ashton Tapia floats that one in 90 miles an hour. High 3-1 hitter's pitch. Hit on the ground straight to Roosevelt at second. 1 pump throw to first. 3 up, 3 down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, Beewolves. Let's get it going here. We're heading into the top of the 2nd. Edwin Chops, Barney Schaefer, and Latoya Rivas going to face Japani, who threw 9 pitches in the first inning, gave up 1 hit.
The center fielder, number 6.
There's Edwin Chops. 167 on the season, likes his pitches in close. Japani hasn't even thrown 10 pitches yet. Got out of that first inning with 9 pitches. Number 40 gets her signal, winds up, throws. Breaking pitch in there for strike. No swing. 0-1 the count to Edwin Chops, the center fielder The Colorado Warblers. Chewing gum, it looks like. That one misses up near his elbows. Ball one apiece. Japani spits, winds up, throws, reaches down, fouls it back off the wall. He's got him behind the count, 1-2. Great day here in Phoenix, Arizona. Full house on hand to watch the game. Oh, that one's in the dirt, but it's a check swing by Chops. He wanted to go number 6 for the Warblers. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. Swinging him at strike 3. There's the first K for Fran Japani. Thumps the bat on the knee in frustration, and that brings in Barney Schaefer. Barney Schaefer hitting 375 on the season. The shortstop for the Warblers. He's got good power against these right-handers. He's also a tough out. So he's a pretty even player all the way across. Fouls that one back off the ground. Monster traps it 0-1. The fans like what they're seeing thus far. Cheering on Fran Japani. That one misses a little bit high. We're knotted up now apiece. We're knotted up now at 1 apiece. It's a grounder to Dexter's. Oh my gosh. Dexter's tripped and went past it. Unbelievable. That was an easy pickup for Dex. And he just rolled his ankle and wobbled left of it. And now the runner's on first. Okay, well, they got to make up for that. Pressure's up now. Here comes Latoya Rivas, third basewoman. Fouls that back off the wall. Beewolves hoping for the double play to close things out. That's not fair to Fran Japani. I tell you this right now. 167 on the season. Flashes bump, pulls it back, but it misses ball 1 apiece. There's a pop-up to Dexter as he's waving that off. The runner's going back to first. Dex can make that easy catch for the second out. Takes a peek over at first, but nobody's going. That brings in then Lennox Haley, the first baseman for the Warblers. He's hitting 286 on the season. Got good power against left-handers. Oh, that one's going to be foul. Just past Sturdy Woodman, first base line. 0-1 the count. He's a power hitter, though. He really can knock it. And that one misses outside. He does not chase. And we are even now 1 apiece. 23rd pitch by Fran Japani here in the second inning. Fouls that back off near the hands. 1-2. 1 more to go. Swinging him a strike 3, and that ends this side. Way to get out of it, Jip.
Yes, sir. As we head into the bottom of the second, Sturdy Woodman, Hope Foster, and Magic Moore going to face off against Tapia, who threw 10 pitches in the first inning. Still no score in this game. Warblers and the Beewolves.
I'm surprised they didn't give an error to Dex on that miss.
Sturdy Woodman, neutral and fit, hitting 222 on the season with a home run, 3 RBIs.
That's inside.
First pitch is inside, ball 1. There's a shot. Oh, and he's down. Sturdy Woodman is on his horse, and he's going to beat it out for an infield single. The pitcher is down. Tapia, has he gotten a pot? Hope Foster steps in. No, he's going to go. Ashton Tapia is going to get pulled here after a hard hit ball to the face. And in comes Jonathan Resplendent, the relief pitcher. Resplendent is locked in and fit. He's got very poor velocity, but he's got very good junk and less than average accuracy. He's not fully rested. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, curveball, and a changeup.
A body contusion. Hopefully, Tapia ends up being okay. That one crosses the strike zone, and Resplendent starts things off with a strike, 0-1. Hard liner straight into the glove of Rivas at third base. She goes back to first, but Sturdy Woodman gets back before the throw.
1 on, 1 out, and in steps Magic Moore, the center fielder. He's neutral and fits. No batting average so far this season. First pitch to Moore is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Sturdy Woodman does not have a lot of speed at first base. That one's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. No, 2 balls. There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Magic Moore. That one's ripped foul into the stands along the third baseline. Count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That pitch is low, ball 3. Full count now, 3-2. That one's ripped hard into the stands. Magic Moore has been hitting the ball hard, just not getting the breaks. That's over the heart of the plate for a called third strike. And down goes Magic Moore. Magic Moore got ripped off by Smoke Frederick in the last game.
I think he thought that was a little low. That brings in Bertha Banks now, 2 outs. That one misses outside, ball 1. The fans are jumping up and down. It's good to be home here at Red Rock Park. That's easy pop up in right field. Marcia Brown's going to get that one and end that side.
But the Beewolves get a hit, so it's still no score. Beewolves no runs on 2 hits. Beewolves no runs on 1 hit. Smoke Snow, Jonathan Resplendent, and Guy Gold going to face Japani, who's thrown 24 pitches racked up 2 strikeouts and given up 2 hits. Smoke Snow is neutral and well, hitting .429 this season. Smoke Snow. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Snow is well. That's inside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it seems that he's not 100%, but he's still faring pretty well. There's a roller. Oh, Woodman is going to run it down, flip it to Japani, who's covering first base, and get the big out. So 1 down, and in steps relief pitcher Jonathan Resplendent. He's locked in and fit.
It's a big kid.
He is. He is a big kid. Or he ate a big kid. I don't know which, but he's a big guy. It's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 3rd. That one's high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Japani delivering her 30th pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And now Resplendent is behind in the count. 1-2. Bowens gets enough of it to push it foul into the dugout along the 3rd baseline. So he'll get another pitch. And he takes that pitch, and that was the wrong call. He takes the pitch, and he gets called out on strikes. So 2 outs, and in steps Guy Gold. He's tense but fit. He's a tough out. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Got the first hit of the game in the 1st inning. Unfortunately, it was doubled up by Marsha Brown. First pitch to Guy Gold is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled off. Straight back out of play. 2. Now he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. He's a tough out. Takes that pitch, which was the wrong call, and he goes down on strikes. Japani getting warmed up here, so we're heading into the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score. Steve Monstour, Fran Japani, and Freddie Knox 0 for 1 today. Resplendent throwing 11 pitches and racked up 1 strikeout. Steve Monstour, the catcher's neutral and fit. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. He does not have a batting average so far this season. Resplendent delivers his 12th pitch inside for a ball. Ball 1. That's over the plate for a called strike. Strike 1. 1-1 now to Monstour. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Monstour behind. That one's low. 2-2. That one's hit high. Out of play. Foul ball. That one's low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Monstour's worked it to a full count. Oh, catches the upper part of the strike zone for a called strike. And Monstour goes down on strike. So 1 out.
Resplendent not bad at hitting those corners. Fans cheering on Japani, hoping she could turn things around. Starts off the strike, 0-1. 20th pitch by Resplendent. Only his 20th pitch is a ball. 1 apiece now. Bottom of the 3rd, still no score. Japani leans into that one. It's going to go over the head of the shortstop into left field, and Japani's going to be the 2nd hit for the Beewolves. Fans cheering on the pitcher for getting some offense going.
All right, it steps Freddie Knox. Freddie Knox 0 for 1 today, hitting .333 with a home run, 1 RBI. Fran Japani at first base does not have a lot of speed. 1 out, 1 on. Knox takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside ball 2. 2-1 now to Freddie Knox. 3-1. Freddie Knox, the Beewolves' 2nd baseman. Hitter's pitch. That one rolls on the ground. Ball 4. Freddie Knox will take first base. Runners at 1st and 2nd now with 1 out, and in steps Hanley Dexteras.
Oh boy. Oh, technical glitch there. You got a fast runner at 1st, but a slow runner at 2nd. That was on the inside corner. Strike 1. Only 77 miles an hour by Resplendent. That one high is 0-2, and he's got Hanley in a hole, but he's a tough out though. Gets that one on the ground, and Roosevelt, that's going to be the 1 to 2nd, and back to 1st for the double play and clean things up.
Damn it. So we headed into the top of the 4th. Marsha Brown 0 for 1, Milt Roosevelt 0 for 1, and Edwin Chops 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Fran Japani at 35 pitches with 4 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits. Still no score as we head into the top of the 4th. Marsha Brown tense but fit. She's 0 for 1 today.
She is. We know Marsha from way back. Her first at bat, right fielder for the Warblers. Makes a catch out there, I think. And 1 side up. Fran Japani is going to be getting her 36th pitch. She's taking a little time out here. The managers talked to her for a little bit. He's just a word with her real quick about a few things. Got to be careful around Marsha Brown.
Several more words for
All right.
All right, here we go.
Gives her the ball back, and we're back in play here. Top of the fourth, no score. First pitch to Marsha Brown coming right now. Ooh, it's on a low inside corner, makes it for a strike. Strike one. Brown did not swing. Expression doesn't change on her face. She's ready to take one deep. She wants to relieve this tension she's had thus far. Fooled on that one. A changeup high and outside. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Gets her chasing a low pitch. Frangipani looking great on the mound. Beewolves in control, pitching and defensing. They just got to get that offense going. That's going to be... And Milk Roosevelt is 0 for 1 on the day. Only 125 on the season. The Milkman takes the first one, misses. Ball 1-0. 40th pitch by Japani. Low and away also misses. 2-0 to Milk Roosevelt. Second baseman, the Colorado Warblers. Standing tall in the left-hand batter's box. Hard line of a diving Dexter's who picks it up, throws it to first, but it's not in time. He's able to stop it from getting out, but unfortunately couldn't quite snag it. Here we are again with a runner at first base, 1 out. Looking for that double play. In comes Edwin Chops, power hitter. Takes the first one for a strike on the count. Second one, hard foul back off the wall. Outfield's going to fade back deep, just in case for number 6. A faster than average runner at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Japani's not waiting for the double play. He's going to throw down to Barney Schaefer. It was 1 for 1 with a single, but that might have been the one that rolled past Emily Dexter. She goes to first, gets the runner back in the dirt. 2 outs, 1 more to go. Pressure up now in the top of the 4th. Almost halfway through the game. 45th pitch from Japani coming right now. Breaking pitch, hard lineup. Magic Moore comes up, grabs it, throws it in to hold up the runners. And they got runners at first and second with 2 outs. And in comes Latoya Rivas, the third basewoman, 0 for 1 on the day. 4 average on the year. Good contact hitter normally. A little tense. She's going to make an easy pop up to right field. Oak Foster is running up, makes that grab, the 3rd out.
Okay, so we're going to head into the bottom of the 4th. Buster Biggs, 0 for 1. Sturdy Woodman, 1 for 1. Poke Foster, 0 for 1. Jonathan Resplendent at 29 pitches with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up a hit. Still no score. Warblers out hitting the Beewolves 4-2. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today, hitting 300 on the season. Resplendent locked in and fit. Delivers his 30th pitch. Low, ball 1. That one shot into center field. That's going to be a clean single. And Resplendent is starting to show wear here, Tommy.
Yeah, early on.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see anyone get injured like Tapia. Hopefully comes back at some point. I think he's out for the game. Yeah, Resplendent's losing some. Here comes Sturdy Woodman now. He's got a fast runner at first base. Hard hit to center field, but that's going to be a little too high. Caught right before the wall, Edmund Chops. And Woodman's got to come back to first base and tag up. But a good solid hit, though.
Come on. Buster Biggs at first base. Poke Foster steps in. He's the right fielder, neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today. Resplendent's going to take a seat. They're going to bring in Maverick North. Maverick North is a starting pitcher / relief pitcher. He is tense but fit. He's got a 10.8 ERA, a 3 whip, and 3 strikeouts on the season. He's got a little bit better than average velocity, but poor junk and poor accuracy. He is tired. He's just been used recently, so he's not fully rested. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. So with 1 on and 1 out, they're also going to bring it's a double switch. So Barney Schaefer, the shortstop, is going to get is leaving, and coming in will be Theodore Stiffner. Theodore Stiffner, a third baseman, going to sub in at shortstop. He's got no batting average as so far this season. He's neutral and fit. He's got good speed, but he's got poor fielding over there at the shortstop position and a poor arm. So that may be a defensive problem for them. So with 1 on and 1 out.
Not sure I understand that move with Stiffner there.
Maverick North. I think they did it just to change the batting position of the pitcher.
Oh.
Count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Poke Foster with 1 out. And there goes Buster Biggs, and he's thrown out by a mile. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Poke Foster. That one's fouled off. There's a roller up the middle into center field. Poke Foster will get a single here. So a 2-out single for Poke Foster.
That's the Poke I know.
Magic Moore stepping in.
Magic Moore 0 for 1 on the day. More power than contact. Good speed if he gets on. Poke's not going to steal any bases. Magic looked good at his last at-bat. First and serve, strike, no swing, 0-1 the count. That one also makes him a strike. He's got him in a deep hole, 0-2. Reaches up, fouls that one back off the net. Still 0-2. That one's low. It's a swinging bunt back to the mound. North picks up those at the first. It's a theme.
Yes, sir. So we're heading into the top of the 5th. Still no score. Both teams with 4 hits. Lennox Haley 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Smoke Snow 0 for 1. And Theodore Stiffner's first at bat. Fran Giappani has thrown 46 pitches, racked up 6 strikeouts, and given up 4 hits. Lennox Haley neutral and fit. He's got favors the high pitch. He's 0 for 1 today.
Oh, does he now?
250 on the season. Haley plays first base for the Warblers. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's fouled back. Strike 2. Haley in the hole. Right quick. Allen just misses on the low inside corner. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a swinging bunt that rolled foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Haley. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and down goes Lennox Haley. That's Giappani's 7th K of the day. Smoke Snow, the catcher, steps in neutral and well. 0 for 1 today. 7 Ks in 4 1/3 innings for Fran Giappani. First pitch to Snow is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled off. And very quickly, Snow's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a roller, and Giappani missed it. But Freddie Knox was able to run up, make the catch, and to pick it up and throw it to Sturdy Woodman for the out. 2 outs. Theodore Stiffner steps in. He's first at bat here. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Stiffner with better than average power, but he struggles to make contact. That's strike 2 very quickly. Stiffner in the hole 0-2, but he's got very good speed on the base pass if he can get there. He gets enough of that one to foul it straight back. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Giappani delivering her 58th pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Theodore Stiffner. That's 8 Ks on the day. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th. Bertha Banks 0 for 1. Steve Monstour 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Fran Giappani 1 for 1. Maverick North has thrown 11 pitches, given up 1 hit. His ERA is down to 7.71. Still no score. Bertha Banks 10th but fit. 0 for 1. Hitting 125 on the season. First pitch to Banks is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's low, ball 1. 1-1 out of Bertha Banks.
That's down.
Allen's low as well, ball 2. Allen's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. Bertha Banks at the plate. Allen's lifted. Oh, and Lennox Haley with a diving grab of a line drive retires Bertha Banks. In steps Steve Monstour.
Good attempt. Yeah, the seats here at the stadium aren't for sitting, Pete. It's just a place marker for the stands. Everybody's just on their feet, jumping up and down. First pitch misses inside. Second pitch over a strike. We've now 1 apiece to Steve Monstour. 19th pitch by North. Fouled back off the wall. He's in a hole 1-2. Maverick North in command with his 20th pitch. Outside, he does not chase. Good pitch, though. 2 apiece. 1 out. That one's outside, but he rips it down on the ground. Foul ball. That one's right in there past the mound. A big hit by Steve Monstour. Chop stops in center field. Holds him up. Good single, Stevie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 on, 1 out. In steps Fran Giappani, the starting pitcher. She's locked in and fit. 1 for 1 with a single today. That's going to be the end of Maverick North, Tommy. They're going to bring in Frederick Wells, another relief pitcher. Boy, they are just burning through their pitchers right now.
Yeah.
Frederick Wells with a 4.5 ERA, a 1.0 whip, 1 strikeout in this season. They're neutral. He's neutral and fit. Again, the bane of this Warbler pitching staff is velocity. Frederick Wells does not have a lot of velocity. He does have quite a bit of junk and less than average accuracy. He's also been used recently, so he's not fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. So Frederick Wells pitching to Fran Giappani. That catches the inside corner for a called strike. Strike 1.
Oh.
That one catches the same corner for a called second strike. 2 strikes. That one's lifted foul out of play.
Woohoo.
A jump by the Smoke Snow, the catcher. That's over the heart of the plate for a called third strike. And down goes Frangipani. So with 1 out and 2 outs, in steps Freddie Knox.
Oh, man, that thing started way up and came back down. And Freddie Knox gets a strike as well. He's just dishing strikes. It's all he throws. Pitch. Oh, that one's a ball. We're even at 1 apiece. 2 out, 1 on, pressure up. Hard line on the ground to Rivas at third, which makes it easy throw to first and cleans up again. We can't convert.
Yes, sir. No, we can't. We're getting hits, but we're just not moving anybody. So we're going into the top of the 6th, still no score. Guy Gold 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Marcia Brown 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Milk Roosevelt 1 for 2.
The left fielder, Guy Gold.
Guy Gold 10 split fit.
He is. 100 on the season. Not good. A good contact hitter, though, so he can break out of this. Fouls that one back off the net. I think the infield is going to guard the lines. Wait, what a second. Hold on a second here. Oh, okay. There's some confusion out there in the field for the Beewolves. They figured it out. 60th pitch by Japani. Breaking pitch misses low. 1 apiece. Top of the 6th, no score. Hard blast to left center field. That's gone. And that's the first score of the game. Off the wall. Guy Gold does what they picked him up for. The long ball hitter goes 416 feet. It's his first home run and first RBI of the season, and he puts the Colorado Warblers out ahead by 1.
And I threw that, I hit my mark, and it was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And he parked it.
Yeah.
He parked it on me. So there you go.
Marsha Brown. She's going to park 1, too. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Frangipani, a great game, locked in. It's just a shame the Beewolves couldn't put offense to back her up. Hard liner on the ground, Dexter's. That's going to be an easy one. 1 pump throw at first. Not even a half pump. Dexter's angry. He wants to get back up to bat. Milk Roosevelt now 1 for 2 the single. Power hitter again. Outfield going to go deep for him just in case. 65th pitch by Japani. Gets her signal from Monstour. Breaking pitch misses high. 1-0 the count to Milk Roosevelt. That one misses low. Split the difference. We're getting a strike next. I can feel it. Foul back off the wall. Breaking pitch 2-1. Roosevelt ahead in the count. That one he does not chase outside. 3-1 is the hitter's pitch. She spits something out, winds up, throws it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We got a full count. 3-2, 70 pitches. Could she make it happen? Get that second out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another K by Japani. Roosevelt throws the bat in disgust. That's going to bring it in with chops 0 for 2. Power hitter as well. Outfield going to fade back deep for him too. He likes his pitches in close. Number 6, center fielder, like I said. And it's in close, but he doesn't swing. He wasn't going to go with the first one. It's a strike, 0-1. He's going to go for this one, though. Fouls that one back off. Souvenir about 10 rows back, first base line. 0-2, he's in a hole. Hard to Freddie Knox, jumps up, grabs it down. Way to go, Freddie.
Yes, sir. So 1 errant pitch, and that equals 1 run for the Warblers. So as we go into the bottom of the 6th, it's 1-0 Warblers. Henley Dexter is 0 for 2. Buster Biggs 1 for 2, and Sturdy Woodman 1 for 2. Wells threw 7 pitches, racked up 1 strikeout. Henley Dexter is neutral and fit. Tough out utility player, 0 for 2 today. Hitting .333 on the season with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. First pitch, that's going to be gone. That's out of here.
Is it? No.
No, it's not.
He
It's
just got
gonna
under it
come
a
up
little.
just a little short. Edwin Chops will bring it in for the first out. 1 down, and in steps Buster Biggs.
A lot of times Hanley will jump on that first one, and usually they throw it in there to him for some reason. That's a strike to Buster Biggs, 0-1. That one's high, ball 1. Yeah, he was a little underneath that last one. Underneath that one, fouls out the wall, and Buster Biggs in a hole, 1-2. That one's in there. It's a grounder, but it's straight to Haley at first. He picks it up, runs it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Sturdy Woodman, the first baseman, neutral and fit. 1 for 2 with a single. Hitting .273 on the season with a home run, 3 RBIs. First pitch is fouled off, strike 1.
Ball inside.
Inside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now with 2 outs. That one's a liner. That's going to get into the corner in left field. Sturdy Woodman's going to round first. He's heading for second. He's going to pull up at second with a double.
I think that's the first double we've seen this season, right?
I think it is, Tom. I think it is. Poke Foster, the right fielder, steps in.
1 for 2 the single. Now Frederick Wells is going to have a seat. They're going to bring in the A-plus ranked closer in the bottom of the 6th, Rylan Boyle. He's tense. He's not fully rested. He's known mostly for his accuracy, but he's got good junk velocity. He throws a forefinger, and he mixes it up with the curveball and the changeup. So it can be hard to hit, but it's a double switch as well. They're going to be pulling Edwin Chops in center field. I guess he's hitting 111 on the season. They're going to give him a seat and bring in Ricky Kwan. Ricky Kwan, no record yet. He's known mostly for his fielding and his arms. Defensive, he's very fast too. He's got bad jumps, but we'll see what Ricky can do. In center field for the Colorado Warblers. First pitch in there for strike to Rylan Boyle. Or to Poke Foster from Rylan Boyle, 0-1. Liner past the mound, but that's picked up by Roosevelt. Throws it to first and closes out the side again and again and again.
We're going into the top of the 7th. It's 1-0. Warblers 1 run on 5 hits. Beewolves no runs on 6-6. Ricky Kwan's first at bat. Latoya Rivas 0 for 2 and Lennox Haley 0 for 2. Ricky Kwan, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. He's got bad jumps. So far, no batting average this season.
I thought I just pitched. I guess I didn't.
I thought you did too.
Oh, wait, you gave up the home run.
Oh, that's right. First pitch to Ricky Kwan is fouled off. Strike 1. Top of the 7th, Warblers 1, Beewolves nothing. That one's low ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ricky Kwan. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ricky Kwan behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fran Giappani with 9 Ks. Make it 10. Ricky Kwan will take a seat. Latoya Rivas steps in. She's neutral and fit. She's known as an RBI dud around the league. She's 0 for 2 today, hitting 125 on the season. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Warblers with a 1-run lead. Giappani delivers in there for called strike. Strike 1. Giappani at 78 pitches. Allen's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Latoya Rivas, the Warbler third baseman, takes that pitch for a called second strike, and now she's behind in the count 1-2. Allen just misses. On the outside, ball 2. 2-2 now to Latoya Rivas. That one's a flare into, that's going to drop into right field. And Pope Foster will get it into Sturdy Woodman because he doesn't know how to play the game of baseball. Lennox Haley, the first baseman, neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's 0 for 2 today. Fast runner at first base with only 1 out. Pitch to Haley's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Lennox Haley.
They got her in a rundown. They got her rundown. Handley tags her himself. All right. Way to go, Franny Jip.
There you go. She got the pickoff. So 2 outs, bases empty. Lennox Haley in behind in the count 0-1. Takes that one outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Giappani throws her 85th pitch. Fouled off along the third base line. 1-2. Allen's popped up into right field. Poke Foster is going to be there. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. That kind of carried in the wind, it seemed like, Tommy.
Carried in the air conditioner.
I guess so. Going into the bottom of the 7th. It's still Warblers 1, Beewolves nothing. Magic Moore 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bertha Banks 0 for 2, and Steve Monster 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Magic Moore's neutral, and he's got good connection versus left-handed pitching. He's 0 for 2 today and still does not have a batting average this season. First pitch to Magic Moore is ripped into center field. That'll drop in front of Ricky Kwan for a clean single. So 1 on with no outs in the bottom of the 7th. And in steps Bertha Banks. She's tense but fit. 0 for 2 today.
Better late than never, Magic.
I'm thinking we should probably give somebody else a chance. What do you think?
She's tense, yeah, I suppose.
I suppose I'm right.
So it looks like you're gonna give her a hook. Bertha Banks gonna have a seat. They're gonna pull the B rank, putting in the C+ rank. Barney Bryan, the rookie third baseman, is gonna pinch hit and play the position now. He's a rookie. I think he got a hit in St. Louis. So they're hoping he's gonna get another hit here.
Oh,
it's
no,
an
no,
easy
no.
pop-up. And the shallow right field second baseman goes back, gets the Milk Roosevelt, pulls it
Why
in
would
one
you
down.
do that, Pete? Why would you do that? You stupid.
You like that
Steve
high pitch?
Munster-
Likes to get under that high pitch.
You want to know the truth? I wasn't looking at it. So I was looking at something down low. I saw the pitch coming, and I just hit the button. One out, one on. First pitch to Monster is a low ball one. Steve Monster, the catcher, steps in, hitting 250 on the season. That one's outside, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. Strike one.
Oh.
And there he goes.
Go,
and
go,
that's
go.
going to be thrown into center field. And he's going all the way around. He's going to pull into third base. Magic Moore steals second and takes third on the overthrow. Full count now to Steve Monster. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's ball 4. Steve Monster's walk. So runners now at the corners, first and third with 1 out. And Frangipani steps in. She's 1 for 2 with a single, locked in and fit.
I don't know. I think that last one might have been a strike. Yeah, probably a good time to give Frangipani a rest. Although she's a good hitter, but
She is. She's over 80 pitches too.
yeah. Well, she's locked in. She's hitting better now because she's locked in.
Should we keep her then?
Yeah, she's actually a fair hitter.
All right. This is on you, Tom. This is on you.
Hey! I get credit for this? All right.
Go, keep running, keep running.
He's going for third. The runner had to stop at first base. Frangipani hits it off the wall. It should have been a double, but she
Or
got
a triple. If you would have just held that button down, she could have got all the way around.
Yeah, but I would have.
That's gonna be the end of Rylan Boyle. He's gonna take a seat, rattled and fit. They're gonna bring in Harrison Rums, starting pitcher, relief pitcher, new pitcher. He's neutral and fit. He's a little bit better than average velocity, poor junk, but excellent accuracy. He's fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. And I got to believe this is the Warblers' last pitcher in the pot.
Yeah.
I can't believe they have anybody else. So runners at first and third with 1 out. The score tie. Freddie Knox lays down a bunt foul along the third baseline. Strike 1. Allen's inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Frangipani does not have a lot of speed.
Drops it.
It's dropped.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they get the
But
second.
they're gonna get the force at second because Japani had to hold up. But the center fielder Ricky Kwan dropped the ball, but the Beewolves were able to score another run. So it's 2-1.
Yes, sir.
Beewolves.
And it's Dexter's now at the plate. 5th pitch. First one's a ball. Second
No.
one, that's on the ground to Stiffner. That's going to be easy. Throw out to first. They finally close out. The Beewolves take the lead, Pete. Be happy.
Yes, they did. The Warblers, Beewolves 2, Warblers 1. As we head into the top of the 8th, Smoke Snow 0 for 2, Theodore Stiffner 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and Guy Gold 2 for 3 with a home run and a strikeout. Wow, what an inning! Smoke Snow, the catcher, neutral and well, 0 for 2 today, hitting .333. Smoke Snow's going to take a seat, and in comes Dick Berger, the third base hitting third baseman. He's got no batting average so far this year. He's neutral and fit. He's got excellent power, but he struggles to make contact, and he's got about average speed on the base pass. So Dick Berger,
Power hitter
in at catcher. Oh, I'm pitching. I'm thinking, why is Tom
Japani's
taking so
pitching.
long?
Japani's. Dick Berger, 1 swing of the bat could tie this game up. Will he? Oh, you're going to pitch Japani. 86 pitches, 87 now. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 0-1 the count. Here we go on the top of the 8th, pressure up. She misses up high, ball 1. 1 apiece to Dick Berger. A righty against a righty. Swing and a miss, strike 2, that low and away breaker. Nice. 90th pitch by the locked-in Japani. Swing and a miss, strike 3. She gets another K. Kept her out long enough to get another K, and here comes Teddy Stiffner. Teddy Stiffs, 0 for 1 on the day. Also a power hitter. Fair contact. Locked in Japani, not done yet. Winds up, throws. Oh, that one misses just inside ball 1. 1-0 the count. Pressure up. Shortstop for the Warblers. Breaking pitch in there for strike, 1 apiece. Here it comes. Foul ball, first base line off the wall in the dirt. 1 and 2, she's got him in the hole. Can she drop him? She on the ground to a diving Barney Bryan, the rookie, throws it to first. What a play by the kid, Pete. Barney Bryant showed up the fans, cheered him on, giving Bertha Banks something to think about. Frangipani going to throw her 95th pitch to Guy Gold. Ooh, brushes him back off the plate. He was the one who put the Warblers on first. She's locked in. He's locked out. Doesn't swing. Breaking pitch low and away. One apiece now. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. 2-1 Beewolves. High and inside in for strike. No swing. 1-2, but he's a tough out. He's a tough out. Great contact hit. Hard liner to left field. Is he going deep again? Buster Biggs at the wall. It drops the ball. Drops the ball. He's coming in for second base, and Guy Gold is showing us up. Making us look stupid.
That wasn't even in the strike zone. That was so far outside. It wasn't. There's no way you could catch that ball.
Can't throw to the golden guy. Anyway, 2 outs. Here comes Marsha Brown. Open to put the Warblers in front. Fouls that ball off first baseline. Souvenir. Look out, folks. 0-1 the count. Reaches down, fouls that back off third baseline. 0-2. Got her whole 100 pitches. Anticipated the split figure outside. Misses little running bunt. Monster picks up. Those are the first. Close it out. 3 up, 3 down.
All right, so we're heading into the bottom of the 8th. Warblers, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. Beewolves, 2 runs on 8 hits. Buster Biggs, 1 for 3. Sturdy Woodman, 2 for 3 with a double. And Pope Foster, 1 for 3. Harrison Rums threw 5 pitches in his brief appearance in the 7th. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a single. Dick Berger's going to take his seat. They're going to bring in Liam Sherwood, the catcher. Liam Sherwood, no batting average so far this season. He's neutral and fit. He's got about average speed, better than average fielding, and a very strong arm in the catcher position. So Liam Sherwood now at catcher. That's going to be a roller right up the middle into center field. So the first batter, who's that batter? I didn't even see
Liam
that.
Sherwood.
No, Liam Sherwood's the catcher. Who was hitting?
Oh, that was Buster Biggs. Yeah, here comes Sturdy Woodman. He got a fast runner at first base. Well, I don't think the Warblers have anyone else to put even in the field. First one's there for strike, 0-1.
No,
leans into that. It's a grounder to Stiffner. Shortstop throws to second, back over to first. They do not get the double play. They get the lead runner, 1 down. And Pete's blaming himself.
1 out, 1 on, 1 out. Pope Foster steps in. Sturdy Woodman at first base. Foster hitting 200 on the season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out to Pope Foster. There's a line drive to the shortstop who makes the catch. Stiffner with the catch. So 2 quick outs, and in steps Magic Moore.
Here comes Magic Moore, 1 for 3. Got contact against these left-handers. Fans cheering him on. Hoping he could do something. That was right in for a strike. 94 miles an hour, 0-1 the count. Runner on first base. Down misses low ball, even at 1 apiece now. Quiets down here in Red Rock Park. High strike zone. That's the old Magic Moore we know so well. It's over the wall. And, oh, it's caught. Caught at the wall. Robbed.
Again, Magic Moore has been robbed in every game so far this season. We're heading into the top of the 9th. Beewolves 2, Warblers 1. Milk Roosevelt 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Harrison Rums first at bat. We got to get through the 9th here, Tommy. Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman's neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a single, hitting 200 on the season. Frangipani starting to show some wear.
Yeah.
Locked in a fit. She's thrown 102 pitches, racked up 11 strikeouts. They're going to bring in Macy York. Macy York, the closing pitcher, has not pitched so far this season. She's neutral and fit. She's got better than average velocity, less than average junk, and about average accuracy, but she's fully rested. She throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. The Beewolves are 3 outs away from going 2-1 on the season. First pitch to Milk Roosevelt's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Oh, it's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Milk Roosevelt, the Warblers' second baseman. Allen's fouled off out of play along the third baseline. And Roosevelt now finds himself behind in the count 1-2. There's a shot. Oh, that's going to get up the middle into center field for a clean single. And Milk Roosevelt with a leadoff single. So the tying runs at first base. The go-ahead run in the box. Harrison Rums neutral and fit. He's got no speed. Harrison Rums is going to take a seat. They're going to bring in Kite Hopkins, the center fielder pinch hitter. I don't know how I can't believe they have any more pitchers. Anyway, Harrison Rums is going to take a seat. And Kite Hopkins will come in. She's got less than average power, less than average contact, but good speed on the base pass. So with one on and nobody out, Kite Hopkins pinch hits. She takes the first pitch, low, ball one. That one's over to, oh no. Oh, she beats it out.
The center fielder, Ricky Kwan.
What's his name? Why can I never think of that guy's name?
Our second baseman, Freddie Knox?
Yeah, Freddie Knox. Freddie Knox had to dive for that one. He didn't come up with the ball, though, so everybody's safe. So now there's runners at first and second with nobody out, and there's a bunt.
Ooh, that was close.
Steve Monstour picks it up, makes the throw to third for the first out. So still runners at first and second with one out. Latoya Rivas steps in. Hold on. I'm going to make a defensive substitution, I think.
Oh. After he just made that good throw.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, she's got the stronger arm, though.
She does.
And she's got a lot of speed at second base. So the first pitch, swing and a miss for Latoya Rivas. So no balls, one strike, one out. Runners at first and second. That one's a low, ball one. One ball, one strike now. Rivas playing third base for the Warblers, hitting .222 on the season. That one's fouled straight back, and very quickly now Rivas behind in the count, 1-2. Big pitch right here. And there's a shot. Oh, and
Freddie.
It's missed by Freddie Knox.
They're going to get ahead.
That's going to be, and he pulls off. Why did you pull? Okay,
runs.
That's going to be a triple.
Oh, man, of course.
That's
Of course.
exactly how that had to happen. Lennox Haley, the first baseman, neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's 0 for 3 today.
Oh, son of a gun. Oh, we lost the... Oh, no, another one.
It's now 4-2 Warblers in the top of the ninth, and Liam Sherwood steps in, the catcher. He's neutral and fit. Macy York is just falling apart here in the ninth inning.
Yeah.
A couple of bad plays by Freddie Knox. In comes Benson Rushmore to clean up for Macy York. She pitched a third of an inning, gave up 4 hits and 2 earned runs. Benson Rushmore comes in. This is his first appearance. He's got better than average velocity and junk, poor accuracy. He's fully rested. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So with one on and one out in the top of the ninth, Sherwood takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Sherwood in the hole. 0-2. Allen's fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes with one out. That's in there for a called third strike. And Benson Rushmore racks up his first strikeout. Liam Sherwood goes down on strikes. Theodore Stiffner steps in. He's neutral and fit. 0 for 2 today. So runner at second base with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, strike one. Rushmore going right at Theodore Stiffner with that pitch. Allen's lifted foul along the first baseline. Very quickly now, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Theodore Stiffner, the Warblers second baseman, that's rolled foul along the third baseline. So no balls, 2 strikes. Stiffner getting another pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and down goes Theodore Stiffner. Kite Hopkins, the pinch hitter, will be pulled for Maurice Gutierrez, the starting pitcher. Gutierrez with a 2.16 ERA, a .84 whip, and 12 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got poor velocity and very good junk, poor accuracy, and he's not fully rested. He's known around the league as a K-man. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. So as we head into the bottom of the ninth, it's the Warblers 4 runs on 11 hits and an error. The Beewolves 2 runs on 9 hits and an error. Barry Bryan 0 for 1. Steve Monstour 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Benson Rushmore's first at bat with Gutierrez taking the bump. So Barney Bryan is neutral and fit, 0 for 1, hitting .500 on the season.
That's low.
First pitch to Bryan is low, ball 1.
Ball high.
Allen's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Allen's ripped foul out of play. 2 balls and a strike to Barney Bryan, the Beewolves third baseman. That's popped up behind home plate. The catcher's calling for it, makes the catch for the first out. 1 down, and in steps Steve Monstour, the catcher.
Well, Beewolves 2 outs away from losing this thing in 1 inning. That one misses low, ball 1, roll cut. Fans cheering on Steve Monstour, though. He can do something. Hard liner into left center field. The fast
Hold that button down.
catcher is going around to second base. He's going to walk in there. He slide in with a double. Way to dig in there, Steve. The fans love it.
All right, 1 out, and runner on second. Benson Rushmore, neutral, and Fitz steps in. And they're going to let Benson Rushmore take a seat. It's all or nothing here. So Benson Rushmore will take a seat. Hammer Longballo, the pinch hitting right fielder, will step in. No batting average so far this season. He struggled out of the gate. He's tense but fit, but he's got good power. He's got about average contact and less than average speed. So Hammer Longballo with 1 out, and Steve Monstour at second takes the pitch low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Ball, that's low.
That one's low as well. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and no strike. That's fouled straight back. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out.
Ball, that's inside.
Inside, ball 3.
Ball 4.
That one's high, ball 4, and they intentionally walk Hammer Longballo. So now runners at first and second with 1 out, and in steps Freddie Knox.
All right. Freddie Knox looking good. 273 on the season, 2 runners on. Oh, that's going to be caught. Oh, doggone it. Caught by Guy Gold left field for 2 outs. Beewolves still got a chance, Pete. 1 more to go.
2 outs, runners at first and second. In steps Hanley Dexter's neutral and fit. Tough out, utility player. 0 for 4. 273 average with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. He's averaging a home run game, so he's due for 1. First pitch to Dexter's is inside, ball 1. That one's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Dexter's. That one's outside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Dexter's. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Hitter's pitch here. That's over the plate for called second strike. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Oh, Handley.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hanley Dexter's ends the game unceremoniously, and what a crappy showing that was.
Oh, it was such a horrible pitch. He lets that go. They got the bases loaded. They got another chance. I don't even know who comes up behind Hanley. Is it Buster Biggs? Doggone. Oh, man, Beewolves.
Yeah.
Oh, they lost it in 1 inning. Doggone. Well, the Warblers scored first. No score till the 6th. Just a deadlock. Colorado gets on the board at the top of the 6th. Beewolves answer right back in the 7th. They get 2. The 3rd time in a row they come from behind to get the lead. But the Warblers clamped down, just crushed them. In the top of the 9th, they get 3 runs. Like Pete said, they get 4 runs on 11 hits with an error. Beewolves get 2 runs on 10 hits with an error. And the Warblers end up winning at 4-2.
And it's the same thing. It's the same thing every season. They always start slow. I don't know why. They can't.
Well,
we just lost to the worst team in the league right now.
Yeah. Guy Gold goes 3 for 4. Has a great night. 250. Gets a home run. Martian Brown goes 0 for 4. That's pretty ugly. Roosevelt 2 for 4. Chops goes 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. 0 zeros on a lot of substitutions here. Hopkins 1 for 1. Gutierrez doesn't do anything. Schaefer 2 for 2. Looking good. North, Wells don't do anything. Ricky Kwan comes in, goes 0 for 2. Ks on one of them. Rivas 2 for 4. Has a good day. 2 RBIs. Haley 1 for 4. Snow 0 for 2. Look at this. Berger 0 for 1. Sherwood 0 for. The whole team played today. Tapia 0 for 0 for. Resplendent 0 for 1. And Stiffner 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Bad day for Stiffner.
Yes, sir. And then over there for our Beewolves, Freddie Knox 0 for 4. He did have an RBI and a walk. How do you do that? How do you go 0 for 4 with an RBI and a walk?
Must have been a hitter's choice, I think.
Fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
Okay. Hanley Dexter's 0 for 5 with a strikeout.
Yeah.
Buster Biggs 2 for 4. It's nice to see him starting to hit. Sturdy Woodman 2 for 4. Poke Foster went 1 for 4. Magic Moore 1 for 4, scored a run, but he also struck out once. Bertha Banks 0 for 2 again. She's struggling at the plate. Barney Bryant comes in and he goes 0 for 2. Steve Monstour 2 for 3, scored a run, walked, and struck out once. Fran Chapani 2 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. And then Macy York, Benson Rushmore, and Hammer Longballo don't get an official at-bat, although Hammer Longballo was walked in his one appearance. So,
pitching, here we go, get ready. Tapia comes in, throws only 1 inning, gives up a hit, and then gets hit. Gets nailed in the face. He's out. He's injured for a while. So Resplendent has to come in early, goes 2 1/3 innings, gives up 2 hits, walks a batter, gives 2 Ks. Pretty good job for the rookie. North then comes in, throws 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, no runs. His ERA is at a 6.75. Those other two still have a 0 ERA. Wells then comes in, throws 1 1/3 innings, gives up a hit, gets a strikeout. ERA is at a nice 2.7. Then they start giving stuff up. Boyle comes in, goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, walks a batter. His ERA climbs to a 1.57. Rums is going to come in and get the win, throwing 1 2/3 inning, gives up only 1 hit. 0 ERA and 1-0 record on the season. That's pretty great. Gutierrez then comes in, gets the save, throws 1 inning, only gives up 1 hit, walks a batter, strikes out a batter. He's got a 1.93 average. A lot of good ERAs there on the Warblers, and he goes 0-1-1 on the season.
yes, sir. And then we got for the Beewolves, Fran Japani pitched 8 innings, only gave up 7 hits, 1 earned run. She struck out 11. Gave up 1 home run. She leaves with an ERA of 1.12. Macy York will get saddled with the loss. She pitched 1/3 of an inning, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Her ERA is 54.
Oh, wow.
And her record is now 0-1.
Oh.
Benson Rushmore came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, struck out 2, and leaves with an ERA of 0. 3 stars of the game. Number 1, obviously Fran Japani with that 8 innings pitched. 7 hits, given up 1 earned run, 11 Ks. 11 Ks. I have to believe she's got to be leading the league in the first week.
She came out. It was the team let her down. It really did. D Gold, left field, A- rank for the Colorado Warblers. Number 25 goes 3 for 4 with a home run, a double, an RBI, and a run. Great game there for an old guy we knew for a while.
And then rounding out the 3 stars, B+ ranked third baseman Latoya Rivas. She went 2 for 4 with a double. She brought in 2 RBIs and she scored a run herself. So good job for Latoya Rivas. The breakdown goes like this. Tommy with 6 hits, 1 RBI, 2 great catches, 7 strikeouts for a contribution of 56%. Pete J had 4 measly hits, 1 hit, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, and 6 strikeouts. I think that's my first stolen base of the season. So.
Hey, there you go. All right.
So I had a contribution of 44%. Again, still not liking the lack of offensive production. It's just, one swing of the bat and the freaking game is over. It's just stupid. It's just aggravating.
Well, I mean, we were in there for both of those losses. The Beewolves get a losing. Now we got a tied record with them. We're 1-2 on the season, dropping our 2nd straight. We got to get our first win here at home and even things up at 500. But playing really well for most of the game. But like you said, a little dry on the offense, and it ends up biting us in the ass when finally the other team pulls it together before we do, and that's exactly what happened. So extended post-game show, a little chat here about Super Mega 4. You want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
So I went back and forth on this one. I started off thinking, when I first heard it was going to be coming out, I thought, well, what are we going to, when's it going to come out? They're talking about it now. They come out midsummer. What a bad time to release a baseball game. So we thought, okay, we'll go with Super Mega 3. And then when it came out, it's like, all right, it's gonna be coming out in June. I thought, well, we're only 2 games in. We could start from here, but it would have been just too upsetting to the groove we were in. And then I start to, there's several things on my mind. I start to think, well, it's a AAA title now, so it's expensive. So it's like $50, $60 if you get the full pass and everything like that. That's a lot of friggin' money. I can't think of an EA Sports game that hasn't been buggy at launch. So it's just the chances of this being great for that kind of money at start just seemed a little slim to me. Even when this one came out, they didn't even have the free agency pool yet. I mean, they had to put that in. They weren't even going to have all the stadiums at launch with this unless you paid the $60. So it was just, to me, it was just like that is a lot of money. For our continuity, you know, we've got different cities where we put all these stadiums and all that stuff. We have to figure out where these other stadiums are, what teams are going to be where, how the divisions are going to line up, and then, I mean, that would take enough time. And then we've been playing this. This will be our 4th season on this, so they're going to come in the rosters, what their default rosters are. They're just going to mix it all back up. Everyone's going to be younger than they are, and you know, like Hammerlong Ball is 42. So I don't know what age they're going to make them there. So we're gonna need to adjust, like edit some player ages to account for the passing of time that's happened between now and then. Something we could do between now and next season. I think we could build up to it. They're building the new stadiums. We could learn a little bit more about it. And then this thing goes on sale around Christmas for $30, and it's polished. And you know, we in the off season we take a close look at it. We cross the I's and cross the T's, dot the I's. I think it'd be a smooth transition next season as opposed to this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would go even that far as adjusting ages and stuff. That's pretty good. But for me, it's like I am excited about the 9 new stadiums. And like you were saying, if you pay the, what is it, $70,
60.
you wind up with 12 stadiums. Because if you buy the pre-order,
well, there's 9.
There's 3 additional. I think there's 3 additional that you'll get if you do the pre-release. So.
Yeah.
12 new stadiums. I'd be excited about that. I'm excited about some of the new animations, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not that impressed with the character models.
Yeah.
I like the ones in Super Mega Baseball 3. I think they're like almost perfect.
Yeah.
For what you want here. Because they're bringing in the actual MLB players, which is also something new. You'll wind up. It looks to me like they'll just wind up in the draft. They pop up.
Yeah.
In the draft because they don't have the actual Major League Baseball teams, you know.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of neat, but it's kind of like, no, I don't really want that.
If I wanted the Major League, I know there's a lot of people who do that. You know, they built like the Cubs and whatever, but this isn't the game for that. You know what I mean? You can go play the show. They have everybody there.
Right.
This was its own, you know, these are characters in their own little world. It was, you know, we got to know the Hanley Dexteras and stuff like that. So I'm not as keen on that. I mean, I do the age thing for me does stick because it's like the fact that we played these seasons, we got a flow going, and you know, Billy LeBlanc retires at 42. He's gonna come back at 39. You know, I mean, it's just I would trip on that in my mind. I think we would have that first season. We'd have some older play. We'd have some 42, 43-year-olds out there. They'd all retire after that first season. And I could massage that in the off season. I could age everybody a year or two or whatever, and that wouldn't be a big deal for continuity for us. But the stadiums is cool. So I mean, like for this, we always said if we got one more stadium, we would be able to add 2 more teams. Because the way we have it right now, we've got 2 teams for every stadium. So you know, each conference has a team that share a stadium, and then we, you know, right now we've got 3. We got 2 conferences with 3 divisions, 2 divisions of 5 and a division of 4. So one more team would have us have 3 divisions of 5. So they're going to bring in new teams, and the way I imagine it, we would either have 3 divisions of 5 or 4 divisions of 4 if we added 4 teams. So we'll kind of have to take a look to see how many teams they have. You know what I mean? So we would go to either play in a 47 game season or a 50 game season, depending on if we had 2 or 4 teams. And then as far as the stadiums go, we would no longer, some teams would have a dedicated stadium for just that team. In fact, I think most teams would be the sole tenants of whatever stadium is. Probably the bigger market, bigger city stadiums would have 2 teams, like a New York, LA.
Right.
Phoenix is the 5th largest city in the country. We'd probably still have the Sandcats and the Beewolves. So then we would have to move some teams out of smaller market cities, like maybe Colorado. Maybe they keep the Buzzards and the Warblers move somewhere else. But
Yeah.
we'll have to see. We'll have to see where these stadiums are, what they look like. It looked like one might have been like a Toronto kind of a look.
Okay.
I saw one that said something Bay, like a Tampa Bay kind of a thing. So, and then I saw another one that looked like it was there was like rolling farm fields with hay in the background. You could put that like a Kansas City or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
or Oklahoma City or something like that. I don't know. But
Right.
we could have fun with that. Figure all that stuff out before next season. But yeah. I mean, I like. What? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so, I mean, ultimately what we're saying is we want to see more, and we're content with playing out this season right where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Super Mega Baseball 4 at this point would present a lot of issues that, again, the other thing is we had issues trying to get this season started. So now that we finally got it started, it's like, to try and turn around and start over again. It's like, you know what, let's do this one. We should be done by November, which would be in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
Which hopefully it might be on sale.
Yeah.
Either for the holidays or after the first of the year. So, So definitely, I think that's a good choice right now. We'll stick with Super Mega 3.
And we love this game. And we have a lot of fun with it. This game works really well. I've been happy with this game from the start.
Yeah, this was, I mean, well, we got to be honest. When we found this, it was Super Mega Baseball 2, and it was like, I think it was discounted, right? I mean, we got it relatively cheaply.
Yeah.
And we just dug on it. And I think this is another one. I don't want to take credit for it, but I'm going to take credit for it. I think me and Tom really launched this thing into the stratosphere.
Yeah. I've been loving it. It's been it's my favorite game. It's the one I think we play the most.
Yeah.
It's the one we spend the most time on. It's the most polished production.
Yeah. And now when you look, I mean, it really has become one of the most played games, I think.
Yeah.
There's a big following for it. There's a whole community behind it. So, I really like the game as well. I just it doesn't mean we're automatically going to accept everything. Everything.
Yeah. Right. All right, so that's what we'll do. Real quick, there's some news after the game. So I'll start that. It looks like Cheville Stewart has lowered his asking salary. You put a star on Cheville Stewart, 29-year-old catcher, B ranked. Previous salary was 6'9". He's dropped it down to 6'7". We're thinking. I think we think Fiona Clark's a real solid catcher, not a great hitter. But what does Clark even make? Do we know? Clark
6
something.
Should
make 4'7".
Oh, 4'7". Okay.
Steve Monstour is 6'8". So actually, we could pick him up. We could drop Steve Monstour and pick him up. But actually, I mean, I don't even know. We got $900,000. So if we were to let Fiona Clark go, $900,000. If we wanted, what's $1 million more than she's before? Fiona Clark, 4'7". So yeah, if he was going for 5'6", we could pick him up. And we'd have no money to spend on development. Anyway, so up from there, what do you got?
Freddie Knox feels stiffer than usual. He's going from ranked B 43 fielder to an overall ranked B 41 fielder. He's going to drop 2 on his fielding.
That stinks because he's a pretty good fielder. He makes a lot of diving stops, or he has.
I was going to say he kind of fell apart in the 8th inning.
Yeah, maybe that happened. Macy York was advised on how to avoid pitching injuries. All right, so 33-year-old closer drops velocity from 69 down to 64. Today, that was her worst showing today. She got pummeled.
Yeah, she did not look very good today.
Yeah.
So that was too bad. I mean, at least game, Gasser Morris was looking good until he gave up that one pitch, and that was all she wrote. Macy York just struggled right out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, we'll have 12 games before this, and the next one, we'll be sure to try and turn things around here at the home building. We got to get our first one on the road, but I guess until then, we'll see you soon, folks. Thanks for watching with us. This is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we are saying, get out of here.